Hello speedrun.com leaderboard moderators. This is a run attempting to get Hyperbeat added to the speedrun.com boards officially. Run starts as soon as you hit the start a new journey button. Or when you overwrite your journey. Yes. There we go. Once the crow comes down. So this is a newer game. I think it was released back in September or August. It's a fantastic rhythm game with some really unique gameplay to it. There's a lot of skip potentials with dialogue skipping. If you press in the correct spots, and there is tons of moving dialogue. As you can see, everything moves into a different position. And interestingly, for a speedrun of this game is that you will have to stop sometimes. Like right here, we're going to go into a rest section, which is odd for a speedrun, but it is cool. You could stop this earlier by not holding D there and just letting this rest, but the speedrun optimizations here is getting perfects on as many songs as possible, as the progression in this game is based on basically the stars for your levels. And this tutorial can be skipped, so you can get right into the game. And if you know where your NPCs are going to be, you can go directly to them and click your dialogue to make it go faster. So your goal in this game is to get 80 gems and unlock the last mirror. The gameplay is going to be a lot of this, and my goal as a not advanced player yet is to at least get 4 stars on every level and try and get as many 5 stars as I can. 5 stars are going to be the way that you get skips. So there is 100 stars that you can obtain in this, and I think there's 20 tracks in the game. So being able to perfect or nearly perfect a level will be able to skip levels. I think if you get 80, you might be able to just do 1 level in the last section, which would be really nice. So these purple worlds don't have as much dialogue as the other ones, so we're gonna stick to definitely doing all of these and trying to get these as 5 stars as possible. There's gonna be no resets in this run, hopefully, because that would be too much of a time loss. But yeah, I'm not the only one who's run this category. I don't know if anyone else has submitted it, but I would love to take place in leaderboard moderation. So that is why I want to do this run specifically. This, I guess, would be any %, and we would allow any glitches that are found to speed up the game, as this is still a newer game, and I'd love to see new shit come up where we can just find more like dialogue skips. That was a 5-star. That was great. As you can see, we get a results screen there, which you can immediately do that. Definitely want to maneuver here. Again, a lot of this is gonna be knowing when to stop properly. So those rest symbols are the only way you can get into menus. You have to rest and stop everything you're doing, or it won't let you into the menu, which is super unique for a speedrun, I think. You have to fastly stop. Oh, I just fucked up 2 notes. Yeah, it's gonna be 4-star. I think you can only miss like 1 or 2. It's not fully FC for 5-star, but I think there is an FC thing. So if we want to do a 100%, which is different, as there is 3 different levels to each chart, and that would be required in a 100% run of this game. Which I don't think at the community skill level right now is probably possible, because those levels are freaking hard, I can't lie. Again, for any percent, I will just be running the lowest level for each stage. You cannot die in this game, which is a great thing. I think the projected time for this is maybe 100 minutes, as there's 90 minutes of original music. Maybe more towards 90, because that does count a lobby music. And I do know that developers are working on a time warp feature that is available in practice mode, but practice mode does not reward any gems, which can be another category, which would be probably a category extension if that ever gets made, or just a various. I don't even think that's 4 stars. I think I did really bad. No, that's 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. Pretty forgiving. I did not do good on that level. It will keep me in the same menu because I did not do the dialogue after coming out of that first one. So I can scroll down and go to this. And I will also be uploading this on my second channel, so if anyone is viewing this that's not a speedrun leaderboard, this is Hyperbeat. This is a fantastic rhythm game that I recommend everyone play. Cool indie team. They have a really nice Discord server where everyone's super kind. It immediately had workshop support on release. If you are interested in maybe making maps, it's really easy. It's based off like MIDI. It's super cool. I've played around with it. The gameplay is basically, you can probably interpret it. It is left, right mouse, or J and K. You can kind of map your controls however you want, but 2 buttons and hover over using your device in an analog direction to hit all the objects. I have a setting on called mouse clamping, which allows my mouse to be more like a controller's analog stick where it cannot move out of bounds. Kind of how a full screen non-borderless would work, but specifically inside the hexagon of a controller, which is very nice for this game, and I recommend that for anyone who is speedrunning this, as it does make the maps a lot easier, in my opinion. That was 4, which is unfortunate. So if you saw in that menu, each level has a described difficulty. This one is 2 stars, and it goes up to, I think, 9 I saw. I can't remember all the difficulties off the top of my head, but this is 4 out of 5 for Purple World. So we have 1 more before we start going to the next world. Uh-oh, I missed too much. Oh, and by default, these things that are green and pink will not be green and pink. This is a setting you can turn on for colorblind support. And just like people who want different colors, like me. These are originally, I think, yellow and orange. But they just tell you which button that you need to press. As you can see there, I failed while making very loud mouse noises. So you know that I pressed the wrong button. I'm hoping I do not get 3 stars in this. Because I have failed a lot. And that would offset my 5-star. Yeah, I think this might be 3-star. That was bad. Wow, it was 4. Let's go. All right, one more. High patch. Something I did not set up before doing this run is a live split chart for this, but it'd be very simple. It'd just be purple, blue, yellow, red. Or an alternative would be, I'm locking it off. The alternate would be the amount of stars obtained, probably in 5-star increments for more professional players. And then their time save would basically just be a dialogue and walking, like how an RPG would. Until we discover more skips. And from what I heard from the devs, this is not a... I wouldn't say it's not a well-coded game. This is a great game. But they used a lot of shortcuts. So I'm pretty sure that once people start running this game, we can find some crazy shit. Oh no! I missed the FC! I was so close. I still think this is 5 stars, because I only missed 1 note. Yep, 5. This is either going to keep us in the menu or... Yes, okay, so we escape. We walk over here, and then we start doing blue levels. As you see, we have 22 gems. We need 80. So because we have unlocked blue, once we play one of these tracks, it is going to shove us into a dialogue box with blue, if my memory works correctly. Again, this is my first run, but I want to get better at this game. haven't played Sticker Shock in forever. I do not remember this. I've missed 3, so this is a 4-star, fortunately. Let's see if my theory was correct. Yes.
Well, look, bet you enjoy it. How you
I do not remember if this is required.
Welcome to
I am assuming it is.
Good if you're not, it means you're not troubled. If you might find out why you're here.
Next time we get dialogue, I'm going to try and not do it. It doesn't matter the order that you do it in. I would just like then do it downwards order. As you saw, I was on Requiem. Maybe 5 stars? I only missed 1. Yep. We are getting closer to a level skip. There's probably some controller shenanigans you can do, as were possible in the Balatro speedrunning, which I was a part of and a world record runner. We would use controller to navigate menus faster, and I assume that is probably something you can do here. Again, this is first run, and I want to at least allow other people to innovate on it with my own innovations of fast dialogue skips. I feel like once the developers implement legal speed, which will just make it so that you can turn on higher speeds for each thing. This will be a very unique speed run where you just have to turn on the max speed as you can to get 4 stars in each level. And maybe 5 stars if you're good enough. I feel like some people could on levels that have less clicks. I feel like that'd be so fun, and we just have to wait for that to be a thing. So once that does happen, I feel like once we have the leaderboard set up, it will be a version difference, as the speed will be immensely different. Doesn't need to be another category, but just a version tag. Wow, that was 5? Crazy. Now, if the community requests it, I think a category that is only on the hardest difficulty would be unique. There's so many things that this game has for speedrunning. The whole messaging of the game is to take life at your own pace and your own difficulty, which I think lends very well to speedrunning. And again, we're probably going to get a speed feature soon, which would be great. Hit that roll. As you can see, sometimes when you got too good at tracks, you get taken out for dialogue. Which will be the, oh wow, I failed the first note. The difference between high-level runs is how fast you can map to the dialogue and skip through it. Because when you get 5 stars on every level, you'll be able to skip Red's story completely, based on how just the stars work, which is crazy. But you will get more interruption dialogues, which are based on gems. And here's where I want to test the speed, if Blue is going to interrupt me again, because I did not do his dialogue, which I think is the case. Which is why I did the dialogue originally, if it is the case, because then I got to stay in the mirror menu, instead of having to navigate back here and do a rest to get into the menu. Nowhere near 5 stars. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure it's going to take me to Blue again. No? Okay. So I was wrong. You can just skip dialogue.
Hey, Cup, how's that instrument? Well, it's not like it spent some. Why are you helping me? I remember one day unless you will remember what people want nothing but, so we need a push to see what we even though you may not suck and come from watching and program, why make the own is yourself. Thanks, don't the net will remember cause the see ya.
Yeah, so we have 44. So we are halfway at the goal. Yellow, which is my favorite set of levels, so I'm glad that it is required, and this would be the last section if you had 5 stars on all of them. Baby! My mouse is falling off my desk. My mouse is falling off my desk. I hope this game gets added to Switch too. It would be such a good Switch game. Or Switch 1, really. Actually, Nintendo controllers are known for their drift. I think drift in this game sounds... That sounds like a fun, quote-unquote, handicap. Fun's in the quotes, not handicap. So we're gonna get pushed to a yellow here. Maybe that was me missing the first note of each of these fucking levels. Yeah, so I did not need to do that first dialogue with Blue, which sucks. Not major time loss, but it is very much time loss. Yay, true FC! Let's go. As you saw, the little running guy on that, that means it is fully FC'd. You don't need to get FC to get 5-star, as we've clearly seen. That also means that I have enough 5 stars to skip 1 red level. And this is immediately not a 5-star. Awesome. I wasn't expecting to get 5-star on Pinball. This is regarded as the hardest level in a kind of meme in the little community it has built. As there is a guy who posts his Thimble Max process a lot, and it is very funny. Awesome, but funny. Yes, that little man on the text will be an indicator for 100% runs in a 100% category, which I don't think will ever be really run, but it would be fun to just have for those insane enough to do it. Whoa, my God, I forgot about that. Jesus. Please do not get 3 stars on this. I will lose it. Uh-oh, oh no. I'm doing so bad. Uh-oh, oh no, no, oh no. 4, okay, oh my God, thank God. Thimble. Euclid, this is the last level of yellow, which will move us into red, which we only have to do 4 levels. Ah! My nose is bleeding. Nope. Nose just reading. My nose is never usually running unless it's bleeding. That's why I thought it was bleeding. Merry Christmas. I'm recording this on Christmas Day because I'm not doing anything else. This is a 4-star. Which didn't matter anyway, because I don't think... Yeah, no, I... What? That was 5? What the fuck? No yellow dialogue. We're at 67, but it is not enough to skip more levels. Forge is the only other level I have truly FC'd before, so that's exciting. This should get us up to 71 or 70. I'm just gonna say the number out loud so I can keep track, so I can get to the 80. Again, if you were very good, you can skip this entire block of levels. To my knowledge. The math adds up in my head. Stars. So 67 plus 5, 72. Red. Oh, that was a major time loss. So as you can see on that water, the rest symbol appears. That is how you do cosmetic changes in this game, which is cool. I'm sure there's got to be a way to like click on that text to stop it while it's moving. floors. To 76. So, as long as we get 4 stars on this and then the next level, that is it. So I think I'm skipping 2, which is lit. Yep, 76. Please don't throw me out of the menu. Tender! I think Whisper was the one level that got updated in the recent holiday update, so I don't get to show that off for the people who haven't played since the update. There's like axes that are being like, that block your vision. It's really cool. I've been silent for a bit, but I am just lacking. Shut the fuck up, me. Okay. That is 80. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We've come a long ways since I did met you. Walk every step up, even if they don't. So thanks for how well you reached quite well made for a new. Are you sure? Yes, I am John. Do you have a clip? I'm still figuring it out, but you can capture 2 asking and then give even more, but there's nothing left to be done. Is it pirated steel? Yes, it's time. It's even it's astounding. Cherry, you don't joke, I tell you what, that's up to you. Would you follow me one last time? Lead the way, old friend. I'm not sure what brought you here, but I hope you found what you were looking for. Whether it was inspiration, or passion to believe in yourself.
This is a cool speech at the end of the fucking run.
But eventually, everyone has to let go.
There we go! And that is time. Great game, great game, great game. Damn, that was a lot faster. Oh, you can scroll through the credits. I think we should stop the time at the credit screen. So that was 53 minutes in in-game, but I think the real time is different. 80 tier 1 completions. I'm going to retime that in Sony Vegas. But yes, thank you for watching the run. I hope it gets accepted. This is the form I'm gonna sign out with this run.